Welcome everyone to another Bitcoin update. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you the exact level Bitcoin needs to hold in order to confirm the current bottom. Yes, that we can currently say that as long as we're above a certain level, the bottom is in. But please do understand that if this certain level, which I will go into detail about, is lost, there will be targets to the downside, which I'll bring all in today's update. So make sure you stay tuned right until the very end, because there'll be a lot of free, valuable information for you to learn from. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share so we can get to 10K as quick as possible. Now, let's switch on the drawings. Before doing so, we can currently see that after a loss of the key level of support on the 55 daily moving average right over here at 64K some weeks ago, we started looking for the 200 EMA, but a quick reversal pushed the price back above the moving averages, only for it to lose again. Does this now mean we're on a path down to the 200 EMA, or are we looking to put in another bear chat, or like a scare pretty much? Well, for me, the all-important low is $59,189. While we maintain this, there are big chances that the bottom is currently in, and that we're setting up this huge double top pattern or descending triangle just to throw everyone off. Why do I think this? It's because similarly to all our previous corrections, we've had a very scary setup on the chart before continuing higher. So it's actually a trick. It's there to trick you into believing we'll go down, only for us to pump out of nowhere, leaving everyone in the dust because they see a bearish pattern forming, only for them to believe that it will go lower, waiting for that perfect buy. The perfect buy never comes in, and then wasting that opportunity, in fact, because you're waiting for lower, it doesn't come, we pump, and as a result of pumping, you get scared of foaming because you're taught from a very early stage in this industry that you don't want to chase pumps and that you only want to buy dips. No, my friend, it's the complete opposite. You have to chase pumps. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on the bull market. It is just as simple as that. And then when dips are happening, you have to be super duper patient. The only time we have bought during this dip is down over here. Yes, we actually used that opportunity where there was a scare in the news about missiles. We used that as a bottom signal. From that point, we've actually continued up from there. So very nice to see that served nicely as a good DCA in the Discord community. Let's switch on the drawings and look at all the key levels that we need to mention today. So remember, the potential bottom is in as long as we're above $59,000. Now, I also have prepared some targets to the downside, and the reason being is because when we had this initial push down, we retraced against the move and came to the golden pocket. This essentially means that the retracement is done, and if this is truly bearish, we're looking for continuation lower. Why do I say so? Because this is our impulsive move down. This is our corrective move back up for another impulse down, where everyone's believing that this 200 EMA could get met. Now, again, I'm showing you this because there is possibility that this can happen, although it's not a nail in the coffin guarantee that we will dip down to these price points. Although keep them in the back of your mind, essentially, because we finished the wave up into the golden pocket and started to come back down, we're trying to retrace to this low. So I need to prepare. If we ever lose this low, there will be targets to the downside. And the 200 EMA creeps up absolutely every single day. The longer that we take to consolidate, this drags up even more. And if you remember all the way early on when we came down to this price point over here, where I called this bottom, I was saying these 50K callers are just calling for random levels without looking at any key supports, while I maintained my bias that 59K is the low that needs to hold. And as long as we're doing so, we're just going to see this as our lowest price point and higher lows. And currently this is serving as our lowest price point. Yes, we can continue lower, but I'm only going to have that in my mind, convince myself that it will happen on the loss of this. So I'm only convinced of these targets once this is lost. Until that very moment 59.1K is lost, it is not happening. And I actually shared multiple different paths in my Discord community about this EMA reclaim over here when we pumped into the golden pocket and it came down to the moving averages. We called this exactly move for move in my Discord community. community. Let me show you that right now. If you want to join, the links are down below. You get all my updates morning, day and night, every single day. And you also get my live streams where I mentor you, whether you're from a complete beginner or already advanced. We've got people of all different levels, going from 4 figures to multi 7-figure traders. So it's down to you whether you want to join and also learn from others in there as well. I'm going to bring you over to it right now and show you these 2 different paths that I was drawing as my expected paths. So when we actually reclaimed the moving averages, we actually dipped into a different golden pocket, the opposite one, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci right over here. And if we were actually truly bullish, or at least wanting to go up in the immediate short term, then we needed to have reclaimed the 20 moving average, and then followed somewhat of a path that flips this golden pocket into support, as it was previous resistance over here to give the rejection. Could it now flip into support, which eventually takes us back to the 1 fib level, 72.7k, and then this actual top of the range, $73,700. And with the break of that, we'd look at these targets, 75, 79 and 82k going forward. However, there was another case that I had drawn out in that same update, which is the exact path that we are currently following. Yes, we called for the bounce off the 0.5, and it could have gone very nice if we used this to our advantage by breaking out, making a new higher high, flipping it into support, and looking really to create the reverse wave past this point and heading into that next range of $80,000, which we have not actually yet seen. So the other path that we were suggesting is if the 20 moving average actually fails to be reclaimed, and then another wave down to the 786. Now, this is the opposite golden pocket. Okay, this actually is a suggestion that it's fine to come down here and find support. So although, yes, we did get a rejection from the resistance up here from the opposite golden pocket, and yes, we do have targets below the 1 fib level down at 57, 56 and 55k, but we don't have to go down there. There are some key levels of support that we're currently above, and this whole entire golden pocket is all above that 59.1k level back over here. So remember, that is the vital support. We do have chances of bouncing from this area and then of course flipping this into support, looking for the reversal wave once the 1 fib level is broken, targeting $82,000 per Bitcoin. It's very exciting times in my personal opinion, because again, maintain my bias that as long as this is being held, the bottom is in, but preparing everyone on the channel that has been following along for any targets to the downside. Please do understand, if we ever lost the 1 fib level this low and 59k, these targets would be your first set, and at any point in time, if we ever reclaim that 59.1k, it invalidates any further downside and we go back on that bullish path. That is it from me today, guys. Hopefully you learned something new today, or at least I opened your mind on the 2 potential paths that Bitcoin could be following. You just need to simply wait it out, and with those 2 paths in your mind, just really maintain the key points that above 59k, the bottom is in. Of course, if it is lost, then you have your targets to the downside. At that point of meeting those targets, we reverse and continue bullish anyways, with our next set of targets at $76,000 and $82,000 per Bitcoin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment and share so we can get to 10k as quick as possible. And if you want to jump into my community and follow me for all those exclusive updates daily, then use the links down below, as well as being able to access those weekly group live stream where I use that time to mentor you all how to view the markets just like me. Cheers, everyone.